now.
Yo, hello?
We're sharing it. Let's get it. It's the king of drip. We got Big Boy Bruce. We got Big Boy SpongeBob. We got Big Diamond T. What's the excuse? Thank you for the follow. Everybody just joining, dropping me a follow. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. You guys are real.
My baby, you my little spider. You my little stepper, but you not a fighter. I love your desire, fire. I know that think you perfect, my rider. You're a star. My rider, my
Let that penny hop, suck off your penny hop. Brother end up penny hop. That little bitch up hammy hop. Let that penny hop, suck off your penny hop. Brother end up penny hop. That little bitch up hammy hop. Let that penny hop, suck off your penny hop. Brother end up penny hop. That little bitch up hammy hop.
Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the first episode of All Grown Up. This is crazy. Our new podcast. This is something that's going to be looked upon every single day, heard around the world. This is something that's going to be a monumental moment in both of our careers. Finally, after 10 years of me doing YouTube, I finally get to do something and show you guys the real, raw, uncensored version of FaZe Rug. And I couldn't be more excited. Noah is taking a sip of alcohol right now because he's taking this celebratory. Come on. This is huge. This is a huge, monumental moment for us. Noah and I have been talking over a year, and it's so exciting that it's finally here. We got all grown up. Look at the merch, first of all, too. I mean, look at this. I mean, the bucket hat. I just think overall, this whole process of getting this podcast together has been a long one, but it's finally here, and now it's time to crush it. I'm ready. I agree. And I think my supporters out there will really appreciate to see how many things we have to talk about. Definitely. And seeing the real side to me. And when I say real side to me, not like I'm being... First of all, there's so much behind the scenes that people don't understand that happens to us in a good and bad way. There's so many things that we haven't expressed ourselves because on a YouTube video, it's super hard to tell you guys and tell everyone what we're really thinking because it's a YouTube video. But now we have a platform to really express ourselves, say what we have to say, talk our because there's a lot to talk about. And I honestly just can't thank you guys enough for trusting this and, clicking on this video, you're right. Trusting us to have this podcast. You guys showed a tremendous amount of support when we just dropped our trailer. Motivated me and Noah even more than we already were because you guys are excited. You guys are ready to see this, and I can't begin to explain how involved you guys are going to be a part of this podcast. Definitely. We're talking giveaways. We're talking just answering questions, maybe flying fans in the future. Just a ton of stuff that I get to finally talk my... Let's go! Stop playing with my boy Rug. I just want to say, this isn't going to be, a drama podcast. We're going to talk about real shit. We're going to talk about a ton of stuff that's happened to us and a ton of things that have happened that are bad. But then, this isn't about, negative this is literally, I'm still FaZe Rug. I'm still this positive guy. I'm humble. I'm going to remain humble throughout everything in my life because that's just how I was raised. For sure. And I'm just excited to get right into the first episode. And you guys already know, it would not be All Grown Up or FaZe Rug without...
Chug Rug!
Come on, guys. You are...
Chug Rug!
Chug Rug is the greatest flavor of G Fuel all time. And I'm not even, trying to, you're not biased. I'm not trying to... Because I agree with that. That's not my product. I have nothing to do with G Fuel. That is probably one of the greatest energy drinks I've ever had in my life. And that's no cap. I'm not lying. The taste, the flavor, how much energy it gives you. There's no sugar in it. And this is me saying that. And, the thing is, this is something that I actually consume on a daily basis. Some people might think I'm just promoting it, but I actually drink this. Noah drinks this everyone in my family loves it, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but you know, it's uncensored, but the CEO of G Fuel hit me up and he's like, yo, like, your flavor is it's literally it's my favorite flavor. He said his G Fuel fridge is only filled with chub flavor. Well, I mean, and I don't want to say anyone else's flavor is bad because I love G Fuel as a whole. Of course. But I just think, like, this is actually the best flavor, and you guys already know, like,
when you have the best flavor, you're gonna say you have the best flavor because it's true.
I actually might get chug rub tatted on. And I'm not even exaggerating because
where would you get it though?
It's just a big part of my life. It's not something that's like, I'm not being paid to getting chug rub tatted on me, you know?
For sure.
I don't know where I would get it, but all I'm saying is that so many people tried it. So many people have come up to me in public and told me that it's the greatest thing they've ever had. So many people on the internet. It's actually just a big part of my life, and I'm super grateful and blessed that I have that flavor. All right, so that's enough of that. It is time to get into the first segment of All Grown Up.
Wow, just to say that, that's crazy.
We're sitting here.
We have merch on that says All Grown Up now.
A
year later, it's official.
It's literally here after we've been talking about it. It's brought to life, and we're recording our first episode. But to start it off, we want to give you guys some real life updates.
Sure.
You know, I think that's great to start off the episode because you guys want to know about our real life and
behind the scenes, what we're doing off camera, like what has been going on in your life and what have you been going through. Like, give me an update on how you are.
This feels good.
Like,
this really feels good that I'm just here, able to talk about it, and like my fans are watching.
Definitely, I just feel grateful to be here with you, to be on a podcast like this, because again, this is somewhere we can express our feelings. This is somewhere where we feel comfortable about talking about certain topics that some people might not want to talk about.
Yeah.
There's so much that we can open up about and really just be honest with you guys and be honest with ourselves at the end of the day.
Yeah, I've had a lot of times where I wanted to talk about stuff, but it just wouldn't make sense on my YouTube channel, and keeping that bottled in really hurts, and it takes a huge toll on your mental.
For sure.
But, you know, my real life update right now is, as a lot of people may know, I just moved to LA. This was the biggest move of my life. It's been a month.
Yeah.
And so far, things have been great. It's been tough at times because, you know, I've lived with my family for 24 years.
Wow.
24 years.
Great number, though.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Kobe, man. Rest in peace. So, not only did I move to LA, but I also recently just broke up with my long-term girlfriend. You know, we were together for about 5 years. It was on and off for the first, like, year or two, but after that, we had a consistent, like, 3 years, and break up, and of course, that is very, very tough on anyone.
Scary,
on anyone. If you go through a breakup, like, I feel your pain. Like, it's actually...
It's mentally draining because you get so attached to the person that you're with, and you mold yourself to kind of be like that person, and they do the same with you. So it's kind of crazy that when you finally separate from a person that you really thought you loved and you thought you liked for so long, it's like, what do I do with myself?
You have to, like, learn how to be yourself.
Yes, because even when
you're
heading into a relationship in general, you have to love yourself before even heading into that, because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to love the person you're with, because you don't even love yourself to begin with. So
you want to balance.
With you and Kaylin, I always supported that, but I always wanted you mentally and physically all around just to be happy. I want you to be happy. So, I mean, sometimes relationships don't work and you guys go your separate ways. Things might happen in the future, but
I'm glad that, like, me and Kaylin...
Green, baby! Let's go! Get out of here, man!
A real one.
Yeah.
But, you know...
Oh, that's a clip.